Lord be with you.
and with your spirit.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus proposed to the crowd another parable. The reign of God may be likened to a man sowing seed in his field. While everyone was asleep, his enemy came and sowed weeds through his wheat, and then made up. When the crop began to mature and yield grain, the weeds made their appearance as well. The honest slaves came to him and said, "Sir, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where are the weeds coming from?" He answered, "I see an enemy's hand in this." The slave said to him, "Do you want us to go out and pull them out?" "No," he replied. "Pull up the weeds, you might take the wheat along with them. Let them grow together until harvest. Then at the harvest time, I will order the harvesters. First collect the weeds and bundle them up to burn. Then gather the wheat into my barn. The farmer sowing seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed, the citizens of the kingdom. The weeds are the followers of the evil one, and the enemy who serves him is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, while the harvesters are the angels. Just as weeds are collected and burned, so it will be at the end of the world. The Son of Man will dispatch his angels to collect from his kingdom all who draw others to apostasy and evildoers. The angels will hurl them into the fiery furnace, where they will wail and grind their teeth. Then the saints will shine like the sun in their Father's kingdom. Let everyone heed what he hears. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise be Jesus and Mary. Now, here, rushing into the cave, since our coach was running a bit late, since we were running a bit late, perhaps we didn't have as much time as we should to consider the holiness of this place. For this is truly a place recognized as having an extraordinary holiness. For it, as the Latin inscription above the door as we enter says, he recalls the words of Saint Michael, who said in one of the operations, he said to the bishop that there was no need for him to consecrate the church here, because he himself, Saint Michael, had consecrated the church. And so this is one of the few, or perhaps the only church consecrated by Saint Michael the Archangel, rather than in the normal way by a bishop. It's a place which he has made holy, which he has made a fitting place for the worship of God. And so it is truly an awesome place, truly a place of extraordinary sanctity, of extraordinary closeness to God, and therefore a very special pilgrimage destination. And it was because of the great sanctity of this place that St. Francis, when he came here, did not even dare to enter the grotto. It was in the entrance to the grotto, just out there where the stairs go up. There's an altar on your right as you come in, or on your left as you go out, and underneath a little window that shows the tower, which is the mark which St. Francis left here. He left that mark as a sign of his pilgrimage, but he did not dare, for he knew his sinfulness, his weakness, even though truly he was a holy man, yet still he did not feel the courage to enter such a holy place as this. But even to come to the threshold of it was still a great grace for him. And we, in our haste and in our perhaps lesser sense of the sanctity of the place, have entered in haste to celebrate our Mass. It's indeed, it is certainly not displeasing to the Lord that we celebrate our Mass here, but certainly, we must consider the holiness of this place, consider it a special place, which puts us in contact with God in a very special way. Now, this is the mission of the angels, is to help us to reach heaven, which they have already reached. The mission, in a particular way, of the guardian angel, which has been assigned to each one of us. The mission, more generally, as far as defense of the church goes, as far as defense of God's people goes, a particular mission of Saint Michael. And Saint Michael also has this other mission, which was alluded to in the readings, that of presenting the souls to God, and was for this reason that Saint Francis was so devoted to him. Saint Francis certainly was also helped by Saint Michael. Certainly had a devotion to the angels also because of the battles with the devil that he had. When we combat sin, most of the battle is against the temptations that come from within us and from the people around us, and not so much a diabolic activity. But the more one progresses in holiness, the stronger one gets, the more freedom the devil is given to try to combat, because these people who are more holy are more able to deal with these assaults, and so God gives greater freedom to the devil, knowing that if we are faithful to him, the devil cannot really hurt us at all. And so this devotion to Saint Michael is a way of defending us also against these attacks, which are permitted in certain cases. We should also recall here who are the angels, because the angels very often we forget. When in the Creed every Sunday we speak of God as the maker of all things. We confess our faith in God the Father, creator of all things, visible and invisible. And invisible creatures, the most excellent of the invisible creatures, are indeed the angels. Indeed, they're the only creatures who are purely invisible, because they are pure spirits. They do not have bodies. They sometimes show themselves with a body in order that we may interact with them, but they do not naturally have a body. They do not need food. They never get tired. It's a good thing to know that your guardian angel will never get tired, never sleep, because he doesn't need sleep. The angels are superior to us in their spiritual nature, superior to us in intellect, superior to us in will, a more powerful will and an intellect capable of reasoning in a superior way, an intellect that sees all the conclusions that follow from the premises at once by intuition, without having to laboriously reason through things. And so, if we have the devils who are against us, it is well that we have angels who are for us. And these angels will be able to help us much more if we are devoted to them, if we remember them. But because they are invisible, we often forget them. And so it's important to cultivate the devotion to the angels, cultivate this devotion. Remember your angels, as certainly Padre Pio also suggested. By coming here, rather than celebrating our Mass at San Giovanni Rotondo, we, in a way, follow this teaching of Saint Pio, who indeed also sent penitents here to be liberated of evil influences, or to thank Saint Michael for the help that he had given, or to implore his aid. And so we come here also taking as our own devotion Saint Pio's devotion to Saint Michael, Saint Pio's devotion to the angels, remembering that phrase that Father Ermelindo repeated, "Send me your guardian angel," the whole book based on this, that we can give our guardian angels missions to accomplish for our salvation of doing, certainly, perhaps they'll even in Padre Pio's life, there are also cases of angels who carried out unpleasant missions, like going to tell Padre Pio how angry the spiritual son was. And that was certainly a nasty thing to do to the guardian angel, to make him do that. But the guardian angel obediently did it. But we should give our guardian angels good things to do that will serve for our salvation and serve for the salvation of others. And so, this devotion to the angels is something which we must recall, because if we do not make an effort to recall it, then since the angels are out of sight, they will also be out of mind, and we will be, at least to some extent, deprived of their assistance because they will have a harder time getting our attention. We will merit their assistance thus having paid less attention to them. Certainly, the guardian angels don't abandon people who forget them because they're obedient and holy and good, unlike us. And so, let us indeed take from this cave the lesson of devotion to the holy angels. Praised be Jesus and Mary.